Welcome back. Welcome back to the Chammy, the only channel on YouTube where you can get a mostly professional tarot card reading from a haunted house in a creepy graveyard from a haunted chick like me with disgustingly cute dogs. Maybe one will come by and chat with us tonight or cuddle up to the tarot cards with us. I'm going to put some things in chat, do a free collective message. Be here for a short time. Hey, sweetheart, how are you? Can you mistake a vote? I don't know. I guess anything's possible. I'm going to put the spirit box on very shortly here. I am fully charged and ready to go. How are you, sweetheart? What's going on, Tiffany? Happy Beltane. It's good to see you. Some people press yes. It's okay. It doesn't matter, sweetheart. I know what your true intentions are. I know you meant yes. Wow. Crazy. I'm sorry, not you. I just saw this like little graph that YouTube gave me to show me how many views I've had in just the last couple of years since we met. I've had 250,000 views. That's nuts. Oh, happy Beltane to you too, sweetheart. I would have been on earlier, but I just couldn't pull it together. I was so tired from working today. So I took a little cat nap. But all readings are buy one, get one free. So if anybody would like to get a tarot card reading, check out the description. Check out the pinned comment. I'm going to put the spirit box on soon. 5+ subscribers. I'll open a chat to free yes nos. So please share the chat. Like and subscribe. Please kindly like and subscribe. And I am going to put the spirit box on. Put the spirit box on after I do the collective message. Oh, thanks so much for your like and subscribe. Today's specials are the 11/11 love reading. You can also get the $20 past, present, future, or the $30 general. You can generally ask whatever questions you want. You don't necessarily have to get a past, present, future, or just ask questions about love regarding romance in the 11/11 love reading. It's just about love in general. It could be any kind of love. Really what it is with my readings, it's $1 per minute. So if you spend $11, if you spend $11.11, get the 11/11 love reading. It's 12 minutes, 12 cards, up to 3 questions, whichever comes first. So you get 1+ minute, 1+ cards for every dollar you spend on a tarot card reading. So if you get the $20 reading, you get 1+ cards, 1+ minutes. So you get like 21 minutes, 21+ cards. So it's really about how much time you want to spend with me and how many cards, how much information. Up to 3 questions, whichever comes first. And all readings on the weekends are buy one, get one free. You've been watching AI videos, AI films. How do you like them? Should we make some AI movies? together. Wouldn't that be fun? I mean, I think there's pros and cons to AI, but I think also that if people are telling people like, don't bother with it, don't use it, don't. I think that's kind of like telling people, don't read a book, don't educate yourself, and stay stupid or something. I really feel that passionately, Tiffany, because I I don't think that people in 2026 are as inclined to read as maybe other generations, like to actually pick up a book and read it. I write books and I read them all the time, but I never meet anybody who can talk to me about books that I've read or any of the books that are currently like popular that you could read. So I figure like maybe AI is a way for people to better educate themselves about the world, the past, present, and future of our history, uh, life in general. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides as a collective. Do you have any spirit messages for us today? Yes, Knight of Pentacles. Six of Cups. EMF spike. Right on. So this collective messages for anyone who maybe is in the chat, joined the chat, may watch the replay. Just looking for some clarification about this Knight of Pentacles and this Six of Pentacles. An offering of give and take, force. Card number 24. This is card number 24. Maybe the number 6 means something to you. Someone out there. Direction, North color, white. Force lives in your will and comes from your intent. Life is a process of pulling back your how. Hold on. Life is about pulling. Sorry. Force lives in your will and comes from your intent, and life is a process of aiming your arrow, choosing a target, and shooting. The degree and quality of the force with which you choose your target and shoot determine your power and your success. Force is built through an integrity of purpose, your physical tuning, and your balance of spirit and mind. By naming your act of power, you create force. Follow your innermost passions in life. So empower your will and strengthen your force by manifesting your secret dreams. It's like someone's going to give you maybe an offering to support what it is that your biggest and most largest dream come true is. But by not so much forcing you in some kind of way that is negative, but more like a positive push. Somebody who knows that you are like the best Annie Oakley than anybody else at what you do. Somebody who you look up to, somebody who you respect, who also respects you too. To give you an offering of something that's give and take, but it's something that forces you to improve yourself. It's not really a forceful negative. And, it's not like when somebody forces you to do something against your will. It's more like, even though you're the best at what you do, this person inspires you to like top yourself and to pursue your dreams. Continue to pursue your dreams through integrity, virtuousness, and impeccability by forcing you to kind of stay in that energy of things. Because of the mutual respect and the mutual balance and that give and take of energy and connection that you have. Connections, they're just there. You can't make them. So I'm gonna let you guys intuitively figure out what that means to you. Yep, I got all these stories written and ready to go. And I figure, I figure, why not turn them into movies? It'll be fun. And these are like stories I've written since I was a kid. I really would like to put out the movie Look Away, Sweet Dixie, The Death Coach, and Vamps ATL, which are the titles of the 3 books from my Southern Gothic horror trilogy. I'd also like to make a movie about my book For the Love of Cypress and its sequel For the Love of Music. Yeah, I'd love to see some of the AI films, even if it's just like trailers of them to see what they look like. Yeah, I know you love it. I know. And I love that you love it, and I love that it's brought you like to a place in your life where it gives you opportunity to, you know, be able to do what it is that, be able to express your artistic expression in whatever way possible that might make you happy. I'm just incredibly disturbed by some of the cons of AI, and I just hope that there will be some kind of like law and order that will come out of it that will be good for the good of all. Because I really feel that there are just some things about it that are not so good. And that's where it comes to like the legalities of copyright and trademark and things like that, and somebody as an individual like you being able to solely own your unique voice and your unique face that God gave you as a gift in life. Hey Math, are you okay? Mathable? That's a cute name. I'm sure someone around here can help you. Excuse me. I'll tell you one thing though. I find some of those those like AI music apps to be quite strange. I did just pick them up to see what you were talking about and see what they were like. Let me tell you something, honey. It was more confusing than actually sitting down with an 8-track, Pro Tools, GarageBand. Uh, and I guess I just love the complication of analog and to digital. I don't know. I mean, I guess spending like the last 2 decades studying how to master recording music, I was just like all thumbs on that music AI app. You would have died laughing, Tiffany. A real musician tries to fuck around with AI music app and fails. Big PHAILS. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm gonna go grab my guitar and go back to old school. But I think I really should I really should take more time to think about maybe teaching people to not just play music and sing, but also teach them how to record their music. Maybe I know there's tons of YouTube channels that already do that, but all right, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get the batteries and get the spirit box. Yeah, I mean, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget when I first started to go from analog to digital, um, which is probably the end of the early 2000s. Um, even before that, there was a lot of music programs when I was a kid that had AI integration, but it was nothing like it is now. You could just kind of you could make avatars, right, that look like you and their mouths move, but you could tell they're nothing like they are now. You can clone a version of yourself that looks just like you and moves just like you and sounds just like you. It's weird. You're wanting to do an Estes method, really? Do you want to do one tonight or you want to do it tomorrow? That would be so cool. I would really love that. I spent a lot of my day, Tiffany, today, well, I'll be real honest. I spent the last couple weeks, like, just trying to kind of calm down from everything I learned and educated myself on the JonBenet Ramsey case. And I have to, it's really scary, I have to, calm myself down and chill out and lay down and, meditate more often now because it's now that I've made this connection and I understand the whole story, and even though I know there's so much more for me to learn, um, sometimes I'll actually start seeing what happened to her in my mind's eye. That's been happening a lot the last couple days. I don't know why. Does that ever happen to you? With when you start really thinking deeply about something or someone, you actually start seeing them in your mind's eye. You start. Have you ever done that? I mean, I know that it's just probably intrusive thoughts, but it's almost like I'm experiencing deja vu. But it's I'm experiencing what she experienced, but I'm seeing what happened in my head. It's really, really, really strange. And I've done this before, but just not with oh my god, the dog has crawled into the laundry basket and is burrowing into the laundry that I have to fold and put away. It's clean. Great. Oh, she's so cute.
Are you trying to take a nap in the laundry?
Oh, I gotta refresh my chat. It stopped. Oh, baby. There we go. Now I can see what you said. Yeah, how are you, Gypsy? She's like, give me all your treats. That's how she is. Are you beautiful? Yeah. Are you perfect? Yeah, she's so sleepy. She's been fully charged all day. Oh, precious. You're such a good girl. She's pretty worn out. I think I wore out today. We played a lot this evening, and she watched me practice music tonight. It was super cute. I think she felt like kind of like, are you gonna calm down, Stormy? We want to take a nap. Us dogs want to take a nap. It was super cute. I think all the dogs are feeling a lot better, and hopefully we'll get an air conditioner soon in here. It won't be so ridiculously hot. You let your hunches and dreams say like opinions. Yeah, that makes sense. What's going on, honey? You sleepy? You sleepy? Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put the spirit box together. I think tonight I'm gonna channel Anna Nicole Smith, and we'll just see if the little girl's voice comes through again. I'll put the REM pod on, and we'll see how it goes. So a couple of things I did learn. Is that about the JonBenét Ramsey case. Tiffany is today was so one of the guys that was like the head of the whole investigation ended up resigning because he's like, what's the point? The little girl's dead. Everybody's stuck on the intruder theory. Here's this highly intelligent, detective who, gets told by the DA and gets told by everybody that, despite the fact that they want to indict the Ramseys, they're not going to prosecute or indict them. Also, Susan Stein pretty much, God, like Susan Stein is Doug Stein, Burke Ramsey's best friend's mother. She told JonBenét Ramsey's photographer that, she pretty much put a death threat on her head and was like, you better get a good lawyer. It might not happen now, but in 1 to 2 years, we're going to sue your ass. If you even, make it, it was if we don't kill you first kind of thing. And I'm starting to see all these people who got lawsuits who were gag ordered or put on pause with everything. And it seemed like anybody who got to the point where they were about to or did uncover the truth, they got sued or a death threat or don't these fucking assholes want to know who killed their daughter? I'm sorry for cussing y'all, but I'm still pretty angry about it, Tiffany. I'm still pretty angry about it. And I get this feeling that the reason I'm angry about it is because JonBenet has learned what anger is, or remembered what anger is, and she's angry about it. And it was all too clear to me when I saw Patsy Ramsey's tombstone and what it says, the faithfulness through it all. And the way that Susan Stein acts just gives it away. Just gives it away. Like, and then the whole thought of, was JonBenet Ramsey bludgeoned to death with a golf club, a baseball bat, or a mag lighter, like a mag light, like one of those big flashlights. Another thing that really made my flesh crawl was the 911 person that, like, Patsy Ramsey called. Excuse me. She was never allowed to testify. Also, there's another couple. I forget the family's last name, but they were also really tight with the Steins, the Whites, and the Ramseys. And they were the couple that was up late and heard JonBenet Ramsey scream and heard what sounded like a metal bat hit the ground outside. And I can't remember what the family's last name was. We can talk about it in chat at some other time, in chat privately some other time. But they weren't even allowed to get on the stand as witnesses. And I just find that so strange. Like, even time of death was, like, not important to anybody. It's like the most important thing is to that family was to make sure everybody is brainwashed and only observes the intruder theory. Michael Jackson, bless his heart. And did you see that thing that Paris Hilton said about that movie they made about her dad? And how it's just so fake in Hollywood? Well, she wasn't even around. So she wasn't even around. Like, I would think that, like, her aunts and uncles and the family that was around would really know what was really going on. I just wish I could have seen her more supportive of, a story that was and is more important. I wish I could see her more supportive of a scene in a story that's more important than some of the other things that are going on in the world, including her. I know that sounds rude, but that's her father, and she should respect him in death. She's still the daughter, but at the same time, you have to remember she wasn't around. She wasn't around in the 60s or the 70s or the 80s or the 90s. And also wasn't really willing to be a part of that movie they made. Because of, I guess, the fact that she thinks her family is so fake. Family is family. And it's her choice, definitely. I mean, she's an adult now, but I just think that her ideas on the fact that, there was nothing fake about his music. There was nothing fake about his dancing or his passion in art and music. I know it's Hollywood and everything like that, but I feel like at the end of the day, that poor guy, like, really had it stuck to him in this life. And it makes me wonder, like, how, was it karma? Was it karma that bit him in the ass? Or was it, from a past life? Was it just all smoke and mirrors? I don't really like to believe anything is random. He was in the 90s, artificial. And I don't know if, like, Paris Jackson's thing about her dad is more about how, like, the family, I don't know if it's that she seems a little bit more upset that the family didn't want her to have anything to do with the movie than really it being fake in Hollywood. But I mean, I could be wrong, but it's just that's kind of like the vibe she was giving out with that short or that reel or that video or whatever she put out about it not too long ago. But you have to understand though that something that I don't think she understands is like he moved a whole generation. And he didn't just move a whole generation, he moved many generations in their thoughts and feelings and their actions and reactions to things in their life. And his music, it really inspired those multiple generations not to just sit down and shut up, but to stand up and rise up, and be the best person you can be. And then you have to think about his songwriters like Sheryl Crow. Think about Sheryl Crow when you think about Michael Jackson's music, okay? I just want you to remember that, Tiffany. Okay, that's one of the songwriters behind him. And that song, Man in the Mirror. I mean, if more good men would listen to that song, there wouldn't be so much evil. And the sad thing about this world is that, unfortunately, evil happens when good men do nothing. And I will have to say, do I think Michael Jackson was a bad man? No, I have no room to judge. I don't know Michael Jackson personally. I only know him from his music. But if I was to judge him through his music and art, I would have to say that was probably a good man that underneath it all that was just trying to stand up for what was good. Even though he was deeply misunderstood and deeply used as a tool and a puppet for many, many years. Hey Kamara, how are you, sweetheart? Hey JD, welcome back to the Chammy. Welcome back to the haunted house. Not trying to ignore you guys. I just was talking about MJ and how I feel about it. I'll just never forget the first time I saw Thriller. I'm like, yeah, I want to be a werewolf. I'll never forget how it made me feel. And I was scared and terrified too at the same time. And my sister would be like, "You better go to bed, or Michael Jackson's gonna turn into a werewolf and come get you." And it would scare me so much. I would immediately go to bed and go to sleep because I was afraid that a werewolf would show up at my window. So I don't know why, but my siblings and my parents thought it would be great to watch werewolf films after that, because I don't know why, but I was terrified of werewolves for years. Then I realized a werewolf in me. I think we're all experiencing a new energy, so you're not alone there, Tiffany. Hey, Metal Rain, are you back home safe? Oh, that's such a cool picture. Oh, look at April. Is that her honey boo? Oh, look at you guys. Y'all look great. She was awesome the other night when I needed her to message Molly to stop blowing up my phone when we were reading in chat. I'm so grateful for that she was able to do that for me. I really needed somebody to help me there. I was very grateful for that help. I couldn't even send Molly a message if I wanted to, because she's calling on the phone and she's calling on the iPad and she's calling on the desktop, and there's no way for me to just type and be like, please stop. Because I use all three when we do the lives or we do the acting group and read scripts. So Tiffany, I'd love to hear all about this new energy. I'm just going to plug in the spirit box, get my questions, and if you want to share it with me in the chat or share it with me privately, I would love to hear all about it. And I would love to share, the new energy that I'm feeling too. I think it's Beltane. The veil is thin. There is so much to be grateful for. I mean, it's pretty much the Halloween of spring. Hello. See, that's that same girl voice. It sounds like that little girl voice that's popping up on the spirit box when I've been talking to John Bonet the last couple of weeks. I brought y'all a flower from the garden. It smells so good. Are there any spirits that can hear my voice now? I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides, and any good spirits that want to chat with us tonight. Excuse me. Happy May Day. Happy birthday. You'll try and come back. You're probably gonna fall asleep. I mean, you just had a great night fun with friends. That's an awesome picture. Thanks for sharing it. What's Spirit Box?
Maximum volume.
Questions. I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides. I also would like to know if there's any spirits who would like to share their name with us, share time with us. We come to remember you. We come to respect you. We have no idea what you're talking about, Cap. No Cap here, please. Just fuck off, okay? So Anna, I'm calling forth Anna Nicole Smith. Anna Nicole Smith, is it true what they say about you and J. Howard Marshall? Yes or no? Anna Nicole Smith, are you at peace with Danny Lynn? Being here with us and being safe and being with her dad, and are you happy about that? Yes or no? Anna Nicole Smith, are you at peace with your son Daniel? Yes or no? Yeah, so, I do have rules, Cap. Okay, no posers, no jobbers, no fronting, no fear. So one of those will get you hidden or will get you, timed out. You don't come to my channel and talk down to the people who are in it. Okay? Music is sacred. And no prison is going to hold this movement down. If you want to come in here and treat me and the people in this chat room like they're lower than you, sorry. There's no room in music for that shit or that kind of disrespect. And what do you really know about Roseanne? Just that maybe she used to be a Trumper? Okay, because she's really doing good things for this planet. What the fuck are you doing? Huh? Coming on YouTube to torment little girls? Check yourself, bitch. Okay, homie, don't play that shit. So I'll just time you out. I'll let you think about you marinate on that, brother. Okay? And I'll give you some time to think about if you really want to step into this chat room in front with me and the people that come here. I'm quite serious. I have little to no patience from baby men like you. And I'm that bitch. Okay? I'm that bitch.
Low battery.
You want to challenge me? You got a challenge. I have a dark side. Don't make me use it. You have a bad day tomorrow? Don't blame me. Blame the doll. Blame yourself. And you're going to take accountability for that nasty attitude of yours. Because you ain't going to play it here in my chat. You're going to play it out in my chat. Hey, can we just trade? Can we just remove this asshole too? If you want to come in the chat and be racist, you can also get reported for it. If you don't like black people, just unsubscribe and leave the chat now. I don't want to know you or talk to you.
Low battery.
Thanks. I'm pretty sure you have a pretty cool hat too, Ed. I don't care if you're purple, black, white, Puerto Rican, everybody just a freaking. Don't come in the chat and talk shit. I'm Greek. We're the first black people. How you feel about that, huh? We gave you democracy. Why don't you go read a book and learn about it? I'll be right back. I'm going to go get another drink. back. And I got more questions. I just want to know if there's any spirits there that would like to communicate with us about Anna Nicole Smith, or if Anna Nicole Smith would like to chat with us tonight. I'd love to know how your sex life is in the afterlife. Are you still sleeping with ghosts? Anna Nicole Smith, are you still sleeping with ghosts? Hello from the other side. How are you? Are you truly happy in the afterlife, Anna Nicole Smith? Are you happy, Anna Nicole Smith, in your afterlife? Yes or no? Tiffany, do you have any questions? Oh, hey, Jack Mac. How are you, sweetheart? I'm sorry about the baby opossums. I couldn't help myself. They're just so cute. I apologize. I know how much they freak you out. But I just want you to know, once again, I'm going to remind you, all those opossums in your neighborhood mean that the neighborhood that you live in has a really good, healthy ecosystem, which means that the oxygen and the air that you breathe is probably a lot healthier for you than other places around the city that you probably live in. Anna Nicole Smith, are you here with us? Yes or no? Are there any spirits that can hear my voice? Yes or no? Are there any spirits that are mad with Tiffany right now? Yes or no? Low battery already. It sounded like it said no, that it wasn't mad at you. But then it also sounded like it said no. Duh. Excuse me. Excuse me. Somebody give me a number. Did the spirit box just give me the number 8? You shared the Michael Jackson article AI film with me. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I appreciate that. Hey, Dutch Wolf. Welcome to the haunted house. The spirit box said no, it was not mad at you. It just went, no, duh. Like, that's literally what it said. I'm not saying that no duh to you, but the spirit box, when I asked, it said that. The movie was cool. Oh, that's good to know. I can't wait to watch it. I'll just be real honest. I'm such a dork. I probably know every lyric and every song by heart from Michael Jackson, to be quite honest. I'll just be real honest about it. I do love his music. And I really feel that there are so many important messages that need to be continued to be realized and shared, and I just hope that people will continue to find that message and bring those messages to life with love and understanding. I'm really glad that his bodyguard spoke out in regards to some of the photos that came out in the Epstein files. Excuse me, I can't imagine how tormented he must have felt. Okay, welcome to the haunted house, Paul White. Are there any spirits here now in the spirit box that want to listen to Paul White's confession? Hey, Ryan Flux. Well, it's not always supposed to be cushy and soft and a bed of roses. But it doesn't always have to be so difficult either. Spirit, I'm calling forth our most trusted and strongest spirit guides for anyone here that might be in the chat. Anyone who might join us, anyone who might join the replay later. Are there any messages from any spirits on the other side for anyone that might be here tonight or with us in the not too distant future or might watch the replay? If you could share your name, we come in respect and to remember you. We've got 16 likes, so all of you are more than welcome to. Maybe if you got hidden from the channel tonight or timed out, you're more than welcome to come back on another account and ask the spirit box a question. Everyone is a magician. Everyone is a magician. You are the magic wand. So what do you want to do with that magic? Thanks. I'm pretty sure you look beautiful too. I appreciate your comment. If you guys want to ask the questions to the spirit box, you can. You can also ask telepathically. Spirits can communicate telepathically. Spirits can communicate verbally. Spirits can communicate through dreams, through signs. They're living their best immortal lives. So if you want to ask a question to a loved one, past, present, future, a pet that's past, present, future, whether they've crossed a rainbow bridge or they're still living, you can communicate with the living and the dead through the spirit box. And at least in my case, with my spirit box, you can. It is not an app. It's an SB7 spirit box. I should probably get the speaker on charge. Hold on. Your dad passed away. I'm sorry to hear that, the lights. But your dad, just because he passed away, doesn't mean that he's not sitting right there next to you, silent next to you, waiting for you to say hello, greet them, and treat them the way that maybe you treated them when you treated them good in their living, when they had their rental car. But you have to understand that, death is not the end. All right, death is not the end, and it's not going to be something that is going to keep you from your connection. And as a death doula who helps people cross over, helps spirits on the other side to find their way, and helps family members, friends to recover or to cope better with the dying process, I will have to say that the most important thing for you to remember is that your loved ones who passed on, they don't want you to feel, they don't want you to, first of all, they don't want you to treat them like they're dead. Okay? Spirits don't really like to be called ghosts. Would you like to be called a ghost? No. But, we mistakenly call them that because it's been programmed into us, all right? And I think at the end of the day, it's really important for us to understand that dying is just as beautiful as being born, or just as beautiful as birth. And your afterlife is probably so much more expansive and highly vibrational and incredible compared to this. But you come back here to have fun. You come back here to have a human experience, because when you're not in your body, you're having a conscious experience. The conscious doesn't ever die. The conscious is still there. So your loved ones are there, consciously watching over you, guiding you. And who knows what else they can do in the afterlife? We don't know. We can only speculate. So I think that it's important to understand that in this life, nothing has a meaning until we give it a meaning. It's probably not even Friday night. It's probably like Monday night or something. But once again, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all these months we live, all the years we live, this has all been created by man. What if we lived in a time and a space where, with no industry, no understanding of time and a purpose, where we lived in peace and we had everything that we needed? People lived like this at one time. So I feel like if there's anything that anybody's loved ones would want them to know tonight, is that your loved ones who have passed on dearly love you. Whether you be an ornery little shit on my chat and getting timed out, or you're being absolutely respectful to yourself and others. Okay? God loves you, and your loved ones who crossed over love you, and you can still communicate with them. It might scare you to think about that, but just try it. See what happens. Maybe tell yourself, okay, that was interesting. What was that? Tell yourself something like, I'm going to telepathically communicate with, I don't know, whoever it is you love to talk to who's passed away. Whether it's a loved one or maybe somebody famous. And see if you get a sign. A sign can come in a number. It can come in a celestial event. It could come in a book or a movie or a commercial or an animal or a shooting star. But remember, nothing has a meaning until you give it a meaning. So if you want to give meaning to death being the end, can I just try to change your mind that it's not? Not just kind of, but I want to. I want to let you know that consciousness is in many, many different alpha and beta waves and moving through many different dimensions at a rapid rate. As time goes by, in the blink of an eye, for them on the other side, I mean, it probably moves pretty fast, since, they don't have a physical filter like we do, which is our rental car, which is our bodies. Your loved one's name is Derek. What is the most important question that you'd like to ask Derek? Thank you so much, Devin, for the 67 votes. I appreciate that. And thanks for making me smile. I need to smile more. Hey, Rocky Divine Light. What a cool name. You have a plushie of him that you made and just let his spirit go and say, oh, that's so sweet. Oh, sweetheart. Is Derek there? The lights Z would like to communicate with you. And if you're not there, if you can hear our voice, or if there's anything out there that can communicate with this person's loved one to bring them their energy in and vibe in, whether it's on the spirit box session or at some point in time during this weekend. So this is why I got the spirit box. I got the spirit box because I wanted to be able to hear my mom or talk to her after death. So my mother died in 2014. I was very young when she passed away. I was her caregiver for a very long time because she was terminally ill with cancer. But cancer is not what killed my mother. That's not how my mom died. Somebody I was best friends with for years who I still can't believe that somebody could do this to their best friend killed my mom. And I still, to this day, I have to go to my other friends who witnessed what happened and be like, did this really happen? Did this really happen? You know, and have them remind me, like, yes, it really did happen, because it's still unbelievable to me. So when I found out about the spirit boxing and educated myself about it, because I really like that channel XPLR. I was like, well, if they can talk to whatever, I can talk to whatever too. So maybe, you know, through Sam and Colby, I was at XPLR and their XPLR thing they do, I can talk to my mom again and actually hear her voice. So I got the spirit box, and one of the girls on the chat that I've known for a while came to the house and we hung out. And we did it Estes method, and she, like, I need another person when I do Estes method because my senses are like, I'm under, like, you know, I can't see, I can't hear. I need somebody else there, not only to protect me, but to ask the spirit box questions. Preferably questions that I don't know. Maybe I know what the topic is, but I don't, you know, I'm not going to know what the questions are that the observer and the protector and the questionnaire are giving or asking. But it took about 3 days for my mom to warm up to the spirit box. So come back again in case we don't get Derek on the spirit box tonight. It might take Derek some time to warm up to the spirit box. It might take some time for him to understand how to communicate through it. We can even put the REM pod on, because sometimes the REM pod is a little bit easier for them because they can touch it or they can communicate with us through it in an easier way. Let me go ahead and put the battery in it. The battery might already be in it. So, and I always like to bring like a gift for the chat and for the spirits. Tonight it is this rose from my garden. It's nice to bring them gifts. You can bring them chocolate. They love cigarettes. They love weed. They love wine. They love good music. They love good food. Even if they can't eat it, they live it. They experience it vicariously through you. Vicariously means like, well, I want you to look it up. If you don't know what vicariously means, just look it up. It kind of means like they're living through and having a human experience through their loved one because of the joy these things bring them, or things like that. And even if you don't know the spirit, I mean, like, I brought JonBenet Ramsey, my doll, my puppy, and some flowers the other day. And she was like all over the spirit box. It was actually really cute. Where is that battery? Here it is. I experienced death at a really young age, so it kind of was like a really weird, morbid thing growing up. I would get really depressed about it. I think I was about 4.5 when I learned about death. And it was very difficult. It's been very difficult to cope with it. Like, I'll never understand death. I'll never really understand it. Sometimes I wonder, like, do we die because we're programmed to believe we die? What about, like, the men and the women that are talked about in the Bible that lived 5 and 6 and 800 years? Hey, the Holy Ark Empire. Welcome to the haunted house. How are you tonight? We're just talking about the afterlife. So you want to? So can I tell you about the like a plushie that I made of my dad? Yeah, I read that what you said about the plushie you made of your dad. That's so sweet. Hey, Dark Reverend, welcome back to the haunted house. How are you, dear? The full moon is wicked. I'm so bummed out. It's like rainy and cloudy and cold in Atlanta tonight, so I didn't get to see it. So sad. I'm gonna have to ask Meryl to send me a picture. In fact, I'm gonna send Meryl a text message in a little bit and see if maybe he's on the chat and he can hear this. Meryl, if you're there, or Rain, if you're there, or even Tiffany, anybody who has me on Messenger, send me a picture of my full flower moon in Scorpio. This Scorpio wants to see it. I want to see it. Yeah, Tiffany, come to Atlanta anytime. Yeah, and it's in Scorpio too, so I'm like fully charged. I'm fully charged. So I just want to say if there's any spirits that are listening to us, if you want to touch the REM pod to let us know you're here with us, that would be great. If Derek is there and is not able to speak through the spirit box, maybe this person's father could come forth, the light's father could come forth and touch the spirit box if you want to. Or you could touch, not the spirit box, I'm sorry, the REM pod, or you could say something through the spirit box. So think of like the one thing that, means the most to you, the lights, and think about your dad, and maybe think about having an imaginal act where you see him in front of you and you're telling him what's the most important thing that you want to tell your dad right now. And give him a chance to respond, whether it's through the REM pod, the spirit box, or a drink, okay? Oh, you have a good time meditating. And have a good night. Sweet dreams and many blessings to you too. Happy Beltane. I'll see you again soon. But yeah, Lights, I hope that at some point while you're hanging out with us that you'll hear your dad's voice or he'll say something that's relevant to you, or maybe one of the spirits on the spirit box will say something relative to you, like that relates to your dad, that you can sense that it's a message for you. If you don't get a message tonight, you might tomorrow night, the next night. It took about 3 days for my mom to warm up to the spirit box. You might even get your sign through, say, nature, or through a message from a loved one, family. Could be a commercial you see. It could be hearing his name somewhere, like I said. Didn't seem to get very active when I talked about Anna Nicole Smith too much, but the main question I wanted to ask Anna Nicole Smith, if she's out there tonight, and I'll come and bug you again tomorrow night. Yeah. I just want to know, how do you feel about maybe, can you maybe see your beautiful daughter and Larry tonight at the Kentucky Derby? They went goth. Are you able to see them and interact with them in your afterlife? Are you able to hear us in the afterlife? Yes or no? Okay, so there's a little button that's like right here. You just gently push it and it will reset your REM pod. You can also push these buttons to reset it as well. Okay. There's also a little button on the inside where when you push it down, it's on a higher, it's like more sensitive. And do you wait? Well, yeah, I mean, now we're getting some action on it. Of course, that right there is not me. That was not me touching the REM pod. And I'm not close enough to really make it go off. I'd have to go a little bit more in. So I guess you do wait. But you can also ask it questions. You can also ask it questions, and you might see. What about what you feel? What about what you feel? I think you mean you feel it, not just think it. And that's your inner compass. Follow it. Your gut is the brain of your brain. The hypothalamus is the brain of your brain, and your gut's connected to your hypothalamus, which is connected to your brain. And your bone brain knows. It's definitely the energy from your dad. That was an interesting voice. I've not ever heard that voice on the spirit box. It said done. Done. Like, what do you mean done? Is that you, Derek, on the spirit box? Yeah, he might be here. I am a Scorpio, a Scorpio sun, Scorpio rising, Taurus moon. So, and it is a Scorpio full moon, a Scorpio flower moon. Now that probably just went off because I set the vase down. See? No, that's not me. See, I'm staying as still as possible, and I'm at least sitting at least a foot away. I mean, my knee is maybe a foot away. Can you ask my dad some questions? He's not at my house anymore. I think he's at yours, so yeah. And that's the thing about spirits is that they can teleport through dimensions and come to pretty much any location they'd like to be at. They might even, I don't know, but they might even be able to like split their, like maybe split up their own consciousness and be many places at one time. I mean, we're told that we're made in them, they, and our image, but who is them, they, and our? I just want to know. I think it's cool. Like, who's them, they, and our? I want to know. But yeah, we can ask some questions. Go ahead and put your questions in the chat. I'm just gonna take just a 2-minute break. I just need a little break. I've been talking a lot, and I just need to take a little break real quick. It won't take very long. Oh, that's interesting. Wow. It's going crazy. Wow. What the hell is going on? What the fuck? That's some intense. That is some really intense touching the REM pod. Can the spirit who is touching the REM pod confirm what its name is, maybe? Is that you, Derek? Yes or no? Hey, John Duncan, welcome to the haunted house. There must be a very highly vibrational energy here within the area. Maybe I've never experienced it staying stuck just on like two like that. Usually it goes when the battery's dying, it goes crazy and it's like a whole bunch of lights, I think. Although I don't know, you can never tell really with a REM pod. If Derek can hear their child calling them, say something. He just said yep. Did it just say hey? Hey Giggles, thanks so much for the like and subscribe. I appreciate that. If you'd like to ask the Spirit Box a question, please feel free to. So the REM pod is designed to alert you to changes in the electromagnetic field around its antenna or sudden shifts in ambient temperature. If it's screaming with a continuous tone and won't stop, it usually isn't a ghost standing right there, but rather a technical environmental glitch. Okay, I'm going to turn the phone off to make sure it's not causing a technical glitch. Because it could just be the cell phone, that we've never had that issue before. Does the Lights Father Derek play Dragon Ball Z in heaven? Yes or no? I'm sorry to hear that your ex passed last year. That must be very sad for you. I'm sorry. The phone is off. See, it's off. How can we help you? It said help. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go and watch this from a different perspective. Actually, I'm gonna go stand out in the graveyard and see how it sounds like on the phone. I'm gonna touch it. I'm gonna focus. Maybe it's like stuck. I'm gonna put it on. Oh. It wasn't, you know what? It wasn't even on. Hey, Pammy, how are you, sweetheart? You know what? It wasn't even on. Now I'm gonna make him talk to us. It wasn't even on the high sensitivity level. It was on the low sensitivity level and doing that. It's the only battery I have, so I'm just going to take it out before they drain it. Because I'll need it for tomorrow night, too. How are you, Pammy? Happy Beltane. I'm just sitting here messing around with Spirit Box tonight. Does anybody have any other questions they might like to ask the Spirit Box tonight before I close the Spirit Portal? Well, Might as well ask while I'm here before I leave for the night. Are you there, John Benet Ramsey? Are there any spirits still there that want to communicate with us? Do you have anything that you'd like to tell us tonight? Also, the chat's open to free yes no tarot. If anybody wants to ask any free yes no questions, you're more than welcome to ask. It's 323. That's a really special number to me. Melanie, are you there on the spirit box? Can you hear my voice? If you have any questions you'd like to ask, sure ask. The chat's open to free yes no tarot, and the spirit box is open to free Q&A. Your computer keeps glitching tonight. Haunted electronics, Pam. That's what I call it. I know it's probably not haunted. It's just really glitches, but yeah, I can relate. You almost say Mercury was in retrograde. Aw, honey. No, it's actually the full moon in Scorpio, Sun in Taurus. It's the most powerful full moon of the year. What did you say, Spirit? What hurt? It sounded like it said it hurt, but what hurt, Spirit? It's just gotten so quiet, the Spirit box. Well, I've got a collective message for us, and I'm gonna talk to you guys a little bit about it. I think it's talking a lot about the channel and like the community here, maybe even the community that you have in your own life, mirroring back through the Page of Pentacles and the Four of Wands and the Two of Swords. Maybe even something welcoming coming into your life, something something that feels like that has been a stalemate for a long time is about to actually move forward with things. And it's your choice to close the chapter or deliberate whether you want to keep moving forward with this Page of Pentacles and this new beginning, with this comfort that you might be feeling in your life despite what's going on in the world. You're going to have to ask yourself, like, what do you want to observe? You know, that which does not serve you or that which does. Do you want to be the werewolf that's furry on the inside, or do you want to be the aware wolf on the inside? I'm going to go for tonight. It's pretty late. It's 4 o'clock here almost, and I gotta skedaddle. I gotta get some sleep. Can you just imagine being me? What, are you gonna start burning Catholics? I'd be very careful what you say to me. I have a dark side. Don't make me use it. Okay. I'm gonna start talking about killing people in my chat. You can get reported, and you can get timed out. We don't condone murder here. We don't condone violence. All right. Good night, guys. Love and light bright. Be good to yourself with your thoughts. And remember, how you treat this channel is how the universe is going to treat you back. So you have a nightmare or a bad day for messing with the people in this chat tonight? Sorry. You asked for it. Good night. Sweet dreams. Don't let the bed bugs bite. Music is sacred, and no prison will hold this movement down.